Before I get started with this video, I just wanted to let everyone know that I will be live streaming a week from the day this video is posted. So next Saturday, I will be live streaming on the YouTube channel, and it'll be the first stream that I've done in a really long time. We're going to be fire questing, so if you're excited for that, looking forward to it, make sure you're subscribed so you know when that notification goes up when I'm streaming. I'll probably put out that I'm streaming, like have a countdown on the channel, at least, I don't know, maybe 24 hours before, maybe like 24 hours before, something like that. So you'll have a lot of time to see that. But yeah, that'll be on Saturday, next Saturday, and I'm planning on around like noon Central Time. So just look for the notification, make sure you're subscribed, and have notifications on for that. But I just wanted to go over that right in the beginning so that as many people as possible will know about it, because it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a big stream, and I'm looking forward to Questing My Fire finally in Imperial Part 2. But what I want to talk about in this video is a recent update that came out with the spring update, and I feel like it was something that I definitely overlooked and a lot of people overlooked, but maybe there's a good reason for that. And the update was these will casts and all these new pet reagents that they came out with. I'm on my Storm because surprisingly my Storm is the one character that I use to go for all these talents and these different tokens and reagents and stuff, and not really sure why, because my Storm doesn't really have the best energy gear. But I got one of the new scarab pets on this character, and I leveled him up to teen and got this elemental retriever talent. So as you can tell, this talent is locked, and it's also an epic talent, which makes unlocking it a lot harder. I had no idea what this was when I first got it, and I didn't even know what locked talents were and why they incorporated them into the game. I was like, why do I want to train my pet, get a talent, and then have to unlock it after it's already manifested? I didn't really understand that, and I still kind of don't, but at least I know now how to unlock it. And let me tell you, this talent right here is probably the hardest one to unlock in the game. Unless there's some other ones, like I know there's Maycast, well not Maycast, it's Willcast Vampire and Willcast Frostbite. Not sure how difficult those ones are to unlock, but this one is really tough. So if you go on the screen and you see his talent that's locked, you can actually click this to see talent tokens required to unlock. And you look at this here and you're like, oh, you're only one elemental retriever away. That's because I spent a lot of time farming these to try to get it. And then once I was one away and I couldn't get it, I started looking around and I found out that this isn't even really worth it. You look at the description and it says may find fire, ice, and storm spell elements for 40 happiness. The cooldown of this is 10 minutes. So you can only send your pet to get these every 10 minutes. And I wanted to get this to show you guys, but I just found out that it wasn't even worth it. People weren't even getting spell elements from this. So I don't know. I just kind of stopped there because I'm like, I already farmed the Croc Gauntlet because that's where you get these dropped so many times that I was sick of doing that. So I just stopped one away. And maybe I'll get it just to try it. I don't know. I really don't want to. But this is the new system that they have for unlocking these Willcast talents and these adventure talents. So when they did the spring update, they came out with Willcast combat talents, which is like the assistant ones that just summons a imp or something. And there's other ones too. There's Frostbite. You can summon Frostbite for free. And Vampire isn't one of the new ones from these Lumi pets. They have some of these new ones. One of these has Frostbite, another one has Vampire. Not sure what the third one has. Even though you could summon a Vampire, an extra spell in the same turn, you could use Vampire and then use something else. Because actually you could kind of set it up to where you use Faint and then your pet uses the Willcast Vampire and you could buff it. But I would rather just enchant my own Vampire and hit with it, even though it costs pips. But I just don't see the worth of these yet. And maybe if there's better spells that have these Willcasts, but to get these, you have to manifest a talent, have it on your pet, train on your pet, have other talents that are good. I mean, you have to sacrifice a spot on your pet's, talent pool for these talents. So I'm just not thinking that they're that worth it yet. But I wanted to go over how you actually get all of these. Let me go into the Pet Pavilion because that's where you get these. You have to train pets. And I already sunk a lot of resources into doing this, and I don't have anything to show for it yet because I never even got all the reagents to unlock this. But maybe they'll update it to make this actually better. But for Elemental Retriever, you need to get 60 talent tokens, 30 elemental tokens, 10 fire tokens, and 5 elemental retrievers. I guess we'll start over here because these are like the more, it goes from like least rare to more rare. Elemental retriever ones are the hardest to get. These are only dropped by Crocotep and the Time Butterfly in the new Gauntlet. And to farm for these, I probably did it over 100 times and I only got 4. And I was even farming the lowest tier Gauntlet to get these. So these are extremely rare. Like the drop rate is so bad that it made me quit because I couldn't even get 5. I got 4 somehow. But yeah, these are pretty bad to get. So I don't know. They also dropped the smokescreen tokens, which I guess is another new talent. So you do a will cast smokescreen, which isn't bad, but I don't know why you would use it in PvE. Maybe PvP that could be good. Maybe not. I don't know. Next one is fire tokens. These ones are guaranteed to drop if you have a fire pet that you're training. And I think these are guaranteed to drop at Mega and Ultra. So they will give you one of these. Maybe 2 sometimes. It's like a chance. Elemental tokens drop at, I think, Epic and above. Like you train your pet to Epic and you instantly get these reagents. So if you've been training pets since the new update, you've been seeing that you're receiving these tokens as you train pets. If you train your pet to Ancient, you get a talent token. And I think talent tokens drop every tier after Ancient as well. So you just randomly will get these as you train pets. These depend on the pet itself, like what school it is. These kind of depend on what school it is, but you can also get like other ones like Spirit tokens. And there's another one called like Harmonious token. Let me look those up because I have a bunch of these. Not like I'm going to use it. I have a balance token. There's one for each school. And here's the elemental retrievers that are complete struggle. Harmonious token is this one. I don't know what that's for. Probably some other random pet talent that you have to unlock. Smokescreen tokens. I actually got 8 of these somehow. Here's my spirit tokens. But yeah, these are all the new reagents that they've come out with. Storm token. And personally, I don't really like it because unlocking talents like this is a huge struggle. And I don't like when it's hard enough to get the talent you want on a pet. Then you have to take the extra step of unlocking it. And to unlock it, you have to train pets more. You just have to continue training like garbage pets. So to get all those tokens, I would go in and train a fire cat that I just bought from like the shop over there. And I would train it to Ultra. And let me tell you, I was doing it without double reagents and without any kind of member benefit like the double pet XP. And it took forever. But then double reagents came around and these will double during it. So let me get an actual like bad pet, not this mummy cat. So I have the skip here. This is how you skip games, is you get over 100 games won, maybe even 25. I think it'll still work. And you can skip, and then you can feed it whatever you want. So I'll just feed it like this mega snack, which is a bad mega snack, but yeah. And then that's it. And then you continue to do this. You do play again, and you just keep going. It takes a lot of clicking to get your pet trained up like this. It is faster than doing the dance game over and over again, but look at I didn't even know the mummy cat walks like that. I mean, it makes sense. But yeah, it takes a long time still, even doing it that way. Another interesting thing is you can't even make a full adventuring pet because this elemental retriever is an adventuring talent, but you can only have one of those on your pet. So this pet is done. This is an adventuring pet, and if I unlock this talent, then it can go and get these spell elements, even though I don't even think it really can get them because I think it's bugged or just is such a low chance that it's not worth it. But yeah, this is it. It's not like you can make a full pet with all adventuring talents since they only limit you to 1 per pet. So that kind of sucks as well. I don't really know what they're going for with these, but they said in Canada Live that it's just extra loot rolls that you can get basically for free because happiness is not hard to get at all. You just feed more snacks. So doing all this stuff is just costing you so many snacks. It costs so many mega snacks to do this, and I personally don't see the benefit of doing it because as of right now, these talents, there's other ones. There's like these scout talents, which maybe are more worth it than this one. If they made it so that these things drop guaranteed loot every time, like if it says it's going to get spell elements, if it gets spell elements every time, then it might be worth it. But right now, I don't even think it's doing that. Like, KI and their percentages is just crazy. Like, I can't believe it. Everything in this game is about a drop percentage. If we look at the new pack that came out, the Super Ravens Horde pack, it is a 3 times the chance to get the Raven mount from this pack. And it's just like, what is the original percent? We don't know anything about original percents in this game. And it kind of makes me mad sometimes. Like, why can't we know what the drop rate is of a mount in this pack? Or what's the drop rate of a spellment? Because they give us all these numbers and stuff and say 3 times the chance to get it. but we don't know the original numbers. And it's the same with these. I don't know what may find fire, ice, and storm spell elements really means. I don't know what % chance it is to get these. And I think it's fine for drop rates of gear and reagents and stuff because, you know, if you do it enough times, maybe you'll be able to kind of narrow down the drop rate. But for things in the crown shop, like actual packs, I feel like we should know the drop rate of the mounts. Unless some law comes out that says you have to give out the percentages of certain items from packs like this, which you're basically just gambling to hope that you get it, then I don't think it's going to change. And they could change these drop rates just on a whim, and we would never know, which is really concerning. Like, people were up in arms about that Grizzleheim lore pack because it felt like the drop chance of these spells was lower than usual, and we just don't know. So it's kind of scary. But I don't know. A lot of this game is just about the RNG and getting like the very small percentage drop rates to get what you want. And all that does is it makes it harder for the players and kind of draws out the game for a lot of people. They did that with the Catacombs gear. They made Vanguard gear drop a very low, super low percentage of the time, so that you most likely had to go in and actually craft these things and get all of these reagents in order to craft it. And then if you can't get the Vanguard helm dropped, well, you're going to have to go craft it. So yeah, that's my like little rant on all the new pet things that they've changed. This was something I didn't cover in Test Realm, and I wanted to cover it for you guys now. So there you go. But yeah, that's going to do it. So look forward to my stream on Saturday, next Saturday, and we will be fire questing. So that'll be fun. Hopefully you guys can join that. Let's see if we can get a lot of people there. It'd be kind of exciting if we can have like a huge, big stream to kind of start off summer. I consider summer to start at the beginning of June, I guess. Maybe late May. I would always consider it to be summer after my college semester ended. Not in college anymore, so I just decided that like the start of June, I wanted to start streaming again. So that is what's going to be happening. Really excited for that, so make sure you have notifications on and you're subscribed so you know when that happens. Leave a like on your way out, and I'll see you guys next time.